Hi, Patrick. Given that we have record numbers of COVID cases this week, I wondered how you and your team were and if anybody was suffering.
We know that the cases are rising, and we, with the doctor at the football club, we talk about how important it is to follow the protocols. And I think we try to make everybody aware of the cases, and we communicated, and I think the job that's been done in the football club by the doc and his team has been good so far. And knowing that the cases are rising, we have to be more focused and vigilant than we were before.
So to clarify, you haven't got anybody currently with COVID?
No, we did the test this morning, and we are all fine.
And it was interesting to hear Steven Gerrard. I think we're all probably beginning to realise that we're going to have to live with this for a while longer, aren't we? And it's not going anywhere. And football may well have to adapt. One of the things he talked about was vaccination status as kind of a factor in recruitment. Is this something you feel that maybe football clubs are going to have to look at, particularly 10 days isolation when close contacts, you're coming into close contacts, and how disruptive that may be?
Yeah, this is, I think this is a situation that has been like that the last 2 years, I would say. And yeah, we will have to find solutions. And I don't think that will be a massive recruiting of players or not. I don't think that will be the final decision, obviously. But knowing that if you're signing a player that is not vaccinated, that will take 10 days of isolation before he starts training the team, this is something obviously we will take into consideration. But I don't think that will be a final call to sign a player or not.
Take us back to the weekend. That was best celebrations we've seen from you for a while. You enjoyed that one, didn't you? And just how big can that be, given the games you've got coming up, and that you hadn't won in 4, and we know how crucial the festive period can be, and you've got some pretty winnable games. You could get a real run together now, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think every game that we are going to play in this busy period will be massively important. But it was good to win that game against Everton, because losing the last 3 was difficult for us, and we wanted to bounce back, and I think we did it in a good way. And now what is important is to focus in on the next one. And Southampton, we know how good they are, we know how well they can play, and it's going to be again a different challenge, but we have to be ready for it.
I know you spoke a little bit about Conor Gallagher after the game, didn't you? You talked about him being very humble and hardworking, and I wondered what else you liked about him, and specifically what he's got in his game that sets him apart from maybe other players in that position, because they were 2 cracking goals, weren't they? But you've obviously seen a lot more talent than we would get to witness, being close up with him every day.
I think his determination to progress. I think every time that he's putting his feet on the field, he wants to improve and to challenge himself. And we know his quality. He can do the box to box. He can score goals. And but what is really impressive with him is his work ethic in training every day. And when you have that kind of determination to challenge yourself, to improve, you will have more chance to succeed.
Just finally from me today, just talking about captaincy. Clearly it's in the headlines because of what's happened at your club. I mean, you captained that club for many. You were greatest Premier League captain. You're now coach. I wondered what you look for in a captain, and whether captains and coaches always got on. I mean, I wonder in the past whether you might have had a few disagreements with some of yours, and what you look for now, and whether it's somebody in a similar guise to yourself.
I think as a manager, you always want your captain to be one of the leader, I would say, a positive leader on and off the field. You will want your captain to set the example. And obviously the captain always have, I believe, a special relationship with the manager. But to have that, you need to be a positive leader.
Hi, Patrick.
Thank you. We're going to Pete Colley, PLP.
As Gail rightly said, you look like you really enjoyed that at the weekend. Are you particularly enjoying playing at home in front of the home crowd? And had you missed that from your playing days, celebrating with the crowd like you're all in it together?
Sorry, I don't really understand the question.
It's these Birmingham accents this week. Did you enjoy playing at home and feeling a part of it with the crowd? And had you missed that from your playing days?
No, I don't miss my playing days at all. I think as a player, when you play at home, and especially Selhurst with the fans and the atmosphere, I think that is a drive for the players. So this is, of course, one of the reasons why we're doing well at home.
What's Conor Gallagher like to coach?
Like to coach?
Yeah, how is he in training?
He's a player's dream, I would say, for a manager to. It's a manager's dream to have a players like Conor, because when he is on the field, he will give everything. He's focused, he's concentrate, and he will always going to give his best. And I think that is something that, for me, it's really important.
Does he remind you of anybody from your playing days?
I think he has this passion from the game when he's on the field, like a Ray Parlour. But I will say that he has maybe the quality finishing of a Frank Lampard, I would say.
He's got Ray's hair. You must be pleased with the link-up play with himself and IU. I think there were 29 passes between the two on Sunday. Is that something that's been highlighted for you?
Yes. I was really pleased because those two had a really good, strong relationship on the right-hand side. And that's what we need to build as well on the other side of the field. So the balance will be better and allowed us to be more stronger.
Southampton come off the back of quite a bad loss. What are you expecting from them?
I think the loss that they had was quite tough, because I think they played well. They played some really good football. They created chances. It's a team that play in the front foot, and it will be it will be a different challenge that we had against Everton, but it will be a challenge that we have to be ready for, because if not, we can get done by a good side.
Just finally from me, Patrick, what are the injury news and who's back fit?
Joao will start train with the team, so he will be in the squad tomorrow. Luca is feeling better; he will be in the squad as well. So the only one that is injured at the moment is Maka.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. George Sessions, PA.
Hi, Patrick. I just wanted to check on Tyreek, because you took him off towards the end of the game on Sunday. Was that just a precaution, or was it actually more tactical, that substitution?
No, it was more precaution, but he's fine.
Okay, good to know. And Joachim Andersen, did you say he's fit and available for this game, is he?
He's fit and available, yes.
Okay, and just on someone else in midfield, maybe didn't get as much of the headlines. Will Hughes, you said yourself, it's a pretty unbelievable performance after sort of 7 months without starting. Was even you surprised a little bit by his sort of level, given how long he's actually spent between his last start?
Yeah, I think there's more to come. I think more he will play and better he will be, and I think this is a position where there's competitiveness, and that is what is good, because I think the competitiveness that we have in the midfielder will bring the best of each one of them, and that will be really good for the team. I was and I am really pleased with the game that he played, and now it's important for him is to maintain that performance and to be even better.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's obviously a quick turnaround, isn't it? Do you think he's fine to start tomorrow, fitness wise? You wouldn't have any concerns with that.
We didn't make any decision. The last 2 days in training was more about recovery, and tomorrow we will see how players are feeling, and then we will make a decision. But this morning, like 2 days after a game, everybody's feeling a bit stiff, but there is nothing to worry about.
Cheers, Patrick.
Okay, that concludes the broadcast.